Hello, YouTube subscribers. Hello, Michigan Wolverine fans, and hello, Facebook. This is Harry Bryant back again with a post-game video, actually the final post-game video of the 2020-2021 season. Tonight, or should I say yesterday, oh, by the way, let me say this before I start this video. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2022. I hope everybody's new year will be greater than 2021. I hope everyone have a wonderful, successful new year, new beginnings. God's favor be shining on you. You go out, be great, be super this brand new year. And do me a favor, everybody. Do not bring trash from last year to a brand new year, because life is too short to bring last year's trash to a brand new year. So other than that, everybody, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. So now let me go on with this post-game video. Michigan, compared to Georgia, as far as speed, as far as strength, as far as size, Georgia just simply out everything as far as Michigan. They are bigger than Michigan players. Because if you saw the size of those Georgia players and you saw the size, they look like NFL-ready players. They look like NFL players wearing on the Georgia Bulldog uniform. Those boys, those Georgia Bulldogs are legit. No wonder why Georgia was ranked #1 until they faced Alabama in the SEC title game and Alabama beat Georgia. But Georgia are the original #1 team in the country. But let me say this before I carry on. Michigan fans, this is for the Michigan team. This is for Jim Harbaugh, the coaching staff. We had a wonderful year this year. Actually, we did what we wanted to do. We did what we needed to do. We defied the odds, because the beginning of the season, everybody discounted Michigan because of the previous year, the shortened COVID year that Michigan went 2-4, 2 wins and 4 losses. And going into this year, they did not even rank Michigan. Michigan was unranked going into a brand new season. They only gave Michigan a 2% chance to go to the Big Ten title game. Probably a less than 1% chance to actually win the Big Ten championship, and gave Michigan virtually a 0% chance to make it to the college football playoffs. But throughout this year, Michigan proved everybody wrong. Michigan had a successful season. Michigan finally beat Ohio State. That was the biggest win of Michigan year, was that win versus that team that lives in Columbus, Ohio. Then Michigan proceeded to go to the Big Ten title game in Indianapolis to face the Big Ten West champs, which is Iowa. And Iowa couldn't handle Michigan's running game. So after the Big Ten title game was over, the rankings came out, and they had Michigan at #2. So it was Alabama 1, Michigan 2, Georgia 3, Cincinnati #4. So throughout that month, from the time Michigan won the Big Ten title game to the Orange Bowl, within that time span, they did comparisons, Michigan versus Georgia, with as far as the analytic, what they call it, the analytics, the numbers. They did comparison as far as the rush, as far as the Michigan's defense versus the Georgia's defense, Michigan's offense versus Georgia's offense, and so they did the analytics and they try to compare numbers. And most people looked and thought that Michigan and Georgia had practically the same numbers as far as efficiency on both sides of the ball, and they was just going down the middle. Most people said that Georgia was going to win, and they only gave Georgia a 7.5 point spread to beat Michigan. And then, of course, some people said Michigan was going to win because of we had good running backs. We had Haskins, we had Blake Corum, and then we had Donovan Edwards, and then we had Cade McNamara. So pretty much people thought that Michigan was going to beat Georgia, including myself. Of course, I'm going to always go for my team to win. But after watching tonight's game, I drove from Mishawaka, Indiana. That's where I currently live, and I drove to Michigan to watch the game. So I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I sat down and I watched the first half of the game. And I saw the first half of the game, and I knew Michigan was in trouble because Georgia was having their way with Michigan. I mean, we couldn't stop Georgia. We couldn't stop their running attack. We couldn't stop the wide receivers. Michigan did not have an answer for Georgia. And then most people said that there's no way that Michigan was going to run over Georgia with the running game, and they proved to be correct because we couldn't get a running game going to save our life because every time we try to run the ball, you got that stingy Georgia defense that's always stopping the run. And we just couldn't get the running game going because of that stingy Georgia's defense. We just couldn't get anything going on the ground. And then, of course, in the air, Cade, practically our O-line couldn't handle Georgia's D-line because they just kept running through our offense, and Cade didn't have enough time. He wasn't comfortable in the pocket. So, anyway, that was the first half. I didn't watch the second half of the game because I figured, because I really thought that Georgia was going to pull it off. I mean, really pour it on, like put up maybe 60 or 70 some points. So I figured, you know what? I think I watched enough, and I knew Georgia was going to win that game. So I left early. I didn't even watch the second half of the game, so I don't even know what happened. So I actually got back to my wife because we wanted to, count down to New Year's. So I wanted to spend New Year's, with her and to count down to New Year's with my wife. And thank God I had a chance to do that. And that was actually me and my wife. It was our second New Year's together. So that was an awesome experience. But anyway, I left early. I didn't even have a chance to watch the second half of the game because I knew Michigan wasn't going to beat Georgia. Because I saw the way Georgia played. I saw their players. I saw how big, how strong they were, how fast they were. They looked like NFL-ready boys wearing those Georgia Bulldog jerseys. They didn't even look like a college team. They looked more like a professional football team. If you look at their size, you look at their speed, their explosiveness, they were just, I love Michigan. I'm a diehard Michigan Wolverine fan until the day God calls me home to heaven. But watching this game, Michigan had no business being on the field with Georgia. I didn't know Georgia was that good. I had no idea that Georgia was that darn good on both sides of the ball. Even their special teams, they were a complete team tonight. So I gotta say congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs. They earned this win. It sucks to have two SEC teams in the playoffs, but the way I look at it, man, Georgia, they deserve to play for the national championship. The way they played Michigan, the way they played us, the way they manhandled us, and I'm pretty sure in the second half, I'm pretty sure that Georgia pulled out their starters and put in their second team to finish the game. Man, because I really thought, like I said, I didn't watch the second half of the game, and I thought Georgia was going to put at least 50, 60 points on us. I was, oh, jeez. It just wasn't a good day for Michigan. But I'm so proud of my boys for all that they accomplished this year. Nobody gave Michigan a chance. Michigan proved everybody wrong. But that just goes to show between Georgia and Michigan, as far as the players, as far as the talent, Michigan is far behind when it comes to talent, especially between, these SEC, these dominant SEC schools like Georgia, Alabama, Michigan. We got a big talent gap. And so in order for us to be able to compete against schools like that, we got to be able to out recruit them. And so far, it's not going to be an easy task to do that. But everything that Michigan accomplished, man, I'm so happy. I'm proud of my boys. They get a clap for me. Even though Michigan fell short tonight of beating Georgia and being one step away from winning the national championship, I'm proud of my boys, man. I'm proud of everybody that was in that locker room. The players, the coaching staff, the equipment manager, the trainer, everybody that has something to do with the Michigan football. I'm proud of them, man. I'm proud of everybody, man. I'm proud of everybody. We had a good season, man. I mean, I'm not upset at all. Because no one gave Michigan a chance to be in the playoffs. And for the fact that we made it to the playoffs, man, that's something that I can be proud of as a Michigan fan. And Georgia was just a hell of a lot better. I mean, just look at how they played. They practically manhandled us. Georgia deserved to be in the national championship game. And I will be rooting for Georgia to beat Alabama for the national championship. I will be rooting for Georgia. Because I don't want to see Alabama win another title. I had enough of seeing Nick Saban and seeing those boys always win a championship. Georgia haven't won the championship since 1980. I was only 2 years old since the last time that Georgia won the championship. I was only 2 years old. And I'm 43, be 44 this year. That's how long since the last time that Georgia won a national championship. I had enough of seeing Nick Saban, like I said, and seeing Alabama, win it all. And you know what? I'm just going to be bold, and I'm just going to say this. I really think that Georgia is going to beat Alabama on January 10th, because look what happened in the SEC title game when Alabama beat Georgia, and Georgia was ranked number 1 prior to the SEC title game, and how Alabama exposed Georgia. You think Georgia's not going to learn from what happened? They out for blood. Georgia is out for revenge. Georgia wanted Alabama so bad. Look how Georgia beat us just to get to Alabama. It's going to be a good game. I really think Alabama is going to lose. I think Georgia is going to win their first national championship in 40 years. And they deserve it. Those Georgia Bulldogs, man, they are a force to be reckoned with. And I gotta say that they are legit. When it comes to defense, they are the number 1, and I see why they're ranked number 1. When it comes to offense efficiency, I see why Georgia's one of the top when it comes to scoring. Because they got weapons. Not saying Alabama don't have weapons, but I know that Georgia, they got weapons. That is wow. Yes, Michigan, we got embarrassed by Georgia. But you know what? Georgia was the real number 1 team, not Alabama. Georgia was the real number 1 team, and Georgia proved it. Georgia proved why they was the real number 1 team. They proved it. They proved it. They took us to the woodshed, and they beat the hell out of us. They beat us with a cane, a stick. They beat us. They violated us. And guess what? We had no choice but to take it. But I'm proud of my boys, man. We had a wonderful season, man. We're Big Ten champions, man. We got something out of this. It wasn't no, we got beat by Ohio, and then we lost in the bowl game. I mean, no. We had a successful season. Yes, we didn't win the bowl game. Yes, we didn't win one for the Big Ten. but we did win the Big Ten championship. We are Big Ten champions. Even though we don't have a bowl game win, but hey, we won the Big Ten championship. And that's what matters. We're Big Ten champions until somebody knocks us off. So we got a year of bragging rights, people. So that's nothing to shake a stick at. That's something to hang your hat on. So, like I said, this is for my boys. Even though we fell short, even though we played a far superior team, this is for Michigan. This is for the team. This is for Jim Harbaugh. Congratulations on the successful season. And toast to you. Toast to the team. Hail to the victors, baby. You thought this was going to be a rant video? No, man. We have nothing to be ashamed of, man. Georgia was just a far superior team. I mean, that's just all it is. They was far superior than Michigan in every facet of the game. They was just more explosive. They was more bigger. Or should I say they was bigger. They was faster. And you saw that they was like, they just NFL players, and they were dressed up in the Georgia Bulldog uniform, and they played us. Man, we played an NFL team, folks. That was an NFL-ready team. Georgia, man, I didn't know Georgia was that good. Because I don't watch Georgia games. I don't watch SEC games because I'm not an SEC person. I'm a Big Ten. You know, it's all about Michigan. It's all about this team here, about this team here. I don't watch Georgia that much. But, man, I watched them tonight. Bama. I'm just going to say this. Nick Saban, St. Nick, whatever they call you, you got your hand full, buddy. And Bama, y'all better be ready for an angry Georgia Bulldog team. They gonna come with blood on their mind. They gonna come with a vengeance like you never saw before. I don't think y'all will win on Monday night. That's gonna be a good game. You got two best teams in the country. But I really think Georgia gonna beat Alabama, man. I see Georgia winning that national championship on Monday night. I see it happening. And like I said again, congratulations to Georgia. Congratulations to Kirby Smart. Man, he had those boys ready. And man, I mean, you can't take anything away from what they achieved. They dominated us, man. They treated us bad. There's no nice way to put it. We just got our bus kicked. We got our bus handled, dismantled, whatever you want to call it. So we just got to lick our wounds, get ready for next season. Hopefully our new recruiting class, we're going to get better, we're going to get bigger, we're going to get stronger. And hopefully we can compete against Georgia and Alabama's and the SECs and Ohio, the Big Ten. We'll be able to compete with anybody on that schedule. So I'm really thinking that next year is going to be a special year for Michigan. We're not going to lose what we did this year. We're going to actually build off of it and into next year. And to get better on offense, defense, special teams, we just have to get better, folks. And we definitely got the coaching staff if no one leaves. We got the players if no one decommits or going to a transfer portal. We got the players to make another run. And so, like I said, I'm proud of my boys. I'm proud of Jim Harbaugh. I'm proud of the Michigan team. I'm proud of those young men. I'm proud of everybody. And I'm even proud of the fans that stuck behind their team. Just like me. We had a wonderful season, folks. We had a good season. But now I'm sad because we're not going to see any more Michigan football till the spring. So, until then, well, our season is over. College football for us is over. And so it is what it is. So we just go back and look back and see how well Michigan, played this year. And just be proud of everything that Michigan accomplished. Just be proud of it. Just go back like, wow, Michigan, we did good this year, man. We did good. We didn't win a national championship, but hey, we did good. We got a good foundation to build on. And so the key is to keep this thing going. Don't let it go. Just keep it going. So I'm going to end this video, this final video of this football season. So if anybody liked this video, like it, hit the like button, hit the share button to share it. If you like my content, hit the notification, hit the subscribe. That way you can get new material, but of course not this year because, of course, season's over. But I just want y'all to know, whoever watched these videos, thank you for your support. Thank you for you liking the videos. Thank you for liking my content. I love every last one of you. You have a wonderful 2022. I hope your brand new year be a successful one. I hope that everybody that watches this video will have a wonderful, safe new year. And like I said in the beginning, do not bring last year's trash into this brand new year. Be thankful for what you have. Give people their roses while they still breathing. Don't wait till they die. Then all of a sudden you want to send them flowers. You give them their flowers now. And don't take a day for granted. Because we never know when it's going to be our time to leave here. So until then, as always, hail to the victors. We had a good year. This is Harry Bryan signing off. And until then, thank y'all guys. I love y'all. Peace and prosperity and long life.